Alright guys, and welcome back to another part in Kingdom Come Deliverance here. We are now in the fourth part, and yeah, we are still, since the last time we did, or we're still in kind of like the situation where we got hit by a stroke of events pretty suddenly, right? We were delivering the message, or we were trying to deliver the message to Trosky Castle, but we got obviously stopped and attacked by bandits, and we obviously did survive together with Hans, and we did find refuge here in that hut of Boshenas, and she's kind of like a herb woman, and we are, we got the opportunity to stay at her, but we had to, for several reasons now, help her out a bit, but also, like, she did take care of us, and that was pretty decent. So I'm not really sure how long we need to sleep, but as you can see, guys, our food is running low, so I'm just gonna sleep for a while now. Okay, so it's gonna automatically. Alright. Oh, we do have probably bad dreams again, right? Remember, guys, in the beginning, we are always getting haunted.
If I'd have had its likes back in the
by those dreams.
things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rot in hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Well, does he?
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
So who is she?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
Oh, the daughter,
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
I guess better than yesterday, but
Definitely better
still,
than yesterday.
I got better.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling.
Remember,
in your
guys, we got
sleep
a
and
shot
went to check on you.
from an arrow
Bad dreams.
I dreamt of Istvan
and
Toth,
dropped from, like, I don't know,
a
10 meters or
villainous,
something.
murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. but I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along.
We do need to
must
eat.
Save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
We have... We're dying of food, as you can see, guys. And obviously, in hardcore mode, we're losing way much more food, right? Because since we picked up a perk here, we know, which is actually giving us quite a debuff here. Where is it? Okay, so currently it's not really activated. I wonder where it is. Where could it be? I don't see it. I mean, usually it should be around here, right? Maybe it will just come up again. We can also, guys, we have so many items we found here, right? Which we could cook, but I don't think we can... Do we say we have the ability now to actually cook items, guys? I think we do, since we obviously, we saw the pot here, and obviously just putting up random items here onto the cooking station shouldn't be too hard for Henry, right? So we're gonna cook them, even though they're probably not too much of a use anymore right now. I mean, since they're boiling pretty fast. But maybe we could actually use some of them, right? And now we obviously have a bit more durable foods with us. By the way, what is this? There's nothing, right? Okay. By the way, I think we also found more armor last time, but we didn't really use it. Or we did. Never mind, we did. Yeah, obviously, since we're able, to repair our own kit. Problem, guys, Henry does know a little bit how he can use the blacksmith kit, right? So he can definitely use that. Tailor kit, we used it already, but I think that is something which is obviously kind of like a learning by doing thing. So we're not gonna overextend it and like just repair everything all the time. Maybe we can do some storytelling in there. For example, that like more expensive cloth we have to first learn by getting more skills or repairing more smaller ones, and then repair the more expensive ones. So that's kind of like the storytelling there. And also storytelling, we need to address some skills now. As you can see, guys, we did receive some skills. I didn't really find out we had those available. So first of all, we have strength. If you carry a sack or even a dead or unconscious body, their weight only counts as a half. Therefore, they will hardly burden you, and carrying them will no longer increase the extra stamina. Additionally, your carrying capacity is permanently increased by 8 pounds. Or, the required strength for all weapons for you will be 1 less in total. I mean, obviously, that would be probably a pretty good skill, since, since we are already a sword fighter, or like a soldier, right? We got that skill from the beginning, so I would probably go for that when we're coming about storytelling. And agility, I will definitely go with the fall damage, I feel like, mainly because, we did receive quite a big fall with Henry, right? And obviously Henry wants to get more skills in not taking too much damage from like these high heights, especially if he thinks about, wait, that could happen again at some time. Probably it's not really possible, but it's still... it's not impossible, so I'm probably going to take the feather white here for this time. We also got... Oh, here we can see the perks, by the way. We're going to go... if you gain reputation, increase will be 10% higher. Or if you lose reputation, drop will be 10% less. So we're going to go with the charming man, I think. Mom always said you should do one good deed every day. You carry that mother's wisdom in your heart, and that's why you're often carrying the palm of your hand. Exactly. It's like, obviously, you know, our mothers obviously was pretty important, so I'm definitely gonna go with that one here, as you guys know from KCD1. In the craftsmanship, if you sharpen a weapon on the grindstone to a condition of 98% or higher, the weapon gains a bonus effect and increases slashing damage by 10%. This effect will remain active as long as the weapon's condition stays above 75%. This is pretty interesting. If you repair yourself, burning will cost you 25% less. So I don't think this one is pretty much like at you know, a possibility for us right now, since we don't really have the skill. And this one is kind of the same, so we're gonna go with the Bracer Sharp for now. Melee attacks from horseback. Passive Cobbler Kit will be 10% more efficient, because, you know, punches themselves have a bonus on the Siever skill for pickpockets. We're gonna definitely go with the Saddler, since, you know, we're not really fighting on horse yet, so... and we don't really have any, even though we're a soldier, we don't really have any expertise in this yet, so I'm gonna go with that. And then we're gonna take quality of beds increase for that. Yeah, we're gonna go with on the poacher's trail, guys. Since obviously, you know, we have already learned some skills about what we need to pick, what kind of flowers we need to pick, and so forth. So I'm probably gonna go with on the poacher trails here. Since we obviously want to increase our skills in picking flowers and herbs and, you know, going for food and stuff, so we're gonna take that.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us!
Henry's come to see us! Okay, wait, we're gonna pick up some food here. Because we're literally dying of food, so we're gonna take some food here away. And what time is it? Oh wait, I don't have a time here, so whatever daytime it is, we have a lunch slash dinner slash, I don't know, big...
Good morning, Henry!
I can't even eat. Okay.
No idea.
It's morning, alright.
Good to know. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
Yeah, we're gonna probably take this one since we have not a really bad experience with them.
Come across them. They're savages from the Hungarian lands.
So we're pretty emotional about that matter, right?
Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Wait, what?
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, Audentes?
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
Ah, it's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falcon and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trosky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Ah, I was already trying to take it with me.
For
No, no.
everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion.
Oh, huge.
It
That
will help
actually
when
is
you're in
pretty
danger,
helpful.
Or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena.
Oh, a recipe as well. That's absolutely
No
great.
doubt.
So actually, we're getting into potion
Hands is
making
right.
here, guys. Pretty good.
We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
I need
As
something
Henry
to eat.
says, may God bless you for your generous...
So first of all, guys, we need to eat something here. I wanted to eat earlier, but it was literally, you know, it literally got bad, so... We should probably take this. So, what are we gonna go for? I'm gonna go for the bread we just took, right? And then, you know, these ones aren't really good anymore, obviously from the conditions. I'm not just gonna eat that just simple straight away. We definitely could take some cooked apple. The meat we're not gonna drink yet. And then with that we could take some cooked carrot. Did I just took a... Oh shit, I think I took a mushroom, guys. That wasn't my plan. Okay, I'm sorry. And then, you know, some drinking water behind this, and then we should be fine right now.
And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
I guess. Alright. Let's talk to
Nothing
Heinz.
against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trosky Castle right away.
Alright.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trosky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I've known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to go
What
for
about
Mutt
Mutt?
as well.
He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trosky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a
I
minute.
think so.
Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I tell you, I saw him.
We did, right? We did.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Okay. So I'm gonna eat myself here shortly. Another cutscene. Stop talking. What an intro. Very nice.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Damn!
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look
Yep.
here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double! The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
No, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Hey guys.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
We're gonna certainly do another episode here in just a second, guys.
Holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle.
So I'm gonna say it. We'll see us in the next episode,
Really?
and hopefully
Figured that out. I'd rather hear some
we
kind
can
of
have
plan how
a
to get out of
yeah,
this
exactly. We have a
shit.
plan
Huh?
to get into the castle somehow. So we'll see us in the next episode, guys. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next week.